name is Enrique Miramontes, and I am CheerLA Coordinator at CheerLA. And I'm here with Paul Lovely, Executive Director of the CARE program here at St. Mary's, and with Dan, volunteer and client of CARE.
I'm Paul Lovely. I'm the Executive Director of the CARE Center at St. Mary's in Long Beach. What brought me to the world of HIV, when I first went to school and when I was growing up, I didn't think I'd end up in healthcare or working with people with HIV, but what happened in my 20s was my best friend, his name was Toby, and we ran everywhere together and we always had a great time. But he very suddenly and very seriously got sick, and first we didn't know what it was. Turns out he had full-blown AIDS, and he died when he was 25 years old. I was determined that I was going to make sure that in honor of my friend Toby, that everyone, because of my own blessings, that I would do everything I could to help other people with HIV, to make sure that everyone I could help, I would, and that as many of us could stay healthy as possible. I was part of starting our PrEP and PEP program, which I've been really proud of that, because that's really opened CARE to a whole world of HIV prevention. So I've been dedicated all these years to making sure that people who are positive live well with HIV. But now my focus in starting the PrEP program is to make sure that people who are HIV negative stay HIV negative. And PrEP is this amazing, powerful tool. It's one tool of many to prevent HIV infection, but I think it's a really important tool, and it's one that can help us really get to the end of the epidemic. Core of our services are medical services for people who are HIV positive, full medical services. We also offer PrEP and PEP for our HIV negative folks, members of the community who are at risk for HIV. We offer dental services as well. We have a dental clinic that's a full service dental clinic. And then we have a lot of other supportive services, a lot of great people who do case management, who do nutrition counseling, who do mental health therapy, addiction referrals. We have we do housing support as well, and other benefits counseling. So we have a whole lot of services. We serve about 1,800 patients. And the main thing that's important about our services is that we see everyone, regardless of their ability to pay. I love getting to do things like work with CheerLA. That's such a fun part of the job. I've worked with CheerLA for years, and other people who help us raise money that are so important. We couldn't do it without folks like CheerLA.
Hi, I'm Dan Rafferty. I'm a patient here at the CARE Center at the clinic. This year will be my 20th year anniversary with CARE. 20 years ago, I came down with cryptococcal meningitis. I was in the hospital. It was a full-blown AIDS diagnosis. I had 19 T cells. My viral load was 220,000 copies. And I became a patient at the CARE clinic. And I was on the trial for Sestiva at the time. It didn't even have the name Sestiva. It was known as a number. And I swear that's what saved my life. When you get the diagnosis that you have full-blown AIDS, it's scary, the stigma, the rejection, but you go on. In 2002, I was diagnosed with colorectal cancer, and I started going through panic anxiety attacks. You hear the word cancer, and when I went for the biopsy, the original sigmoidoscopy, the doctor had no bedside manners. He took me in his office. He said, "Okay, I'm pretty sure you've got rectal cancer." He says, "And we treat it with either chemoradiation and a permanent colostomy." And I panicked, and I went through Paul will tell you, horrible panic anxiety attacks. And my case manager at the time, she says, "I've got a client here that I want to introduce you to." And his name was Kent Spears. And she says, "If anybody can bring you through this, he can." Because he had been through so many different cancer treatments. Kent's no longer with us, but he brought me through it. And after I got the all clear from the doctors, he says, okay. He says, I helped you that, you can help me do something now. I said, what's that? He says, you can come volunteer with me at the food bank. And that was in the spring of
We've held him hostage ever since.
that was in the spring of 2003, and I've been there ever since. This is my 15th year, sort of co-running the food pantry, where we provide food for all our clients that are HIV positive. For us to be able to continue, we need help financially, to be able to sustain that goal and even supersede it.
So here we are in our Care Center food pantry, and our food pantry relies completely on donations. It costs us about $75,000 a year to run this place, and like I said, that relies completely on donations, like the wonderful donation we get from CheerLA.
We're CheerLA and we cheer for care!
Happy Pride!